happen to have your ID on you by chance so I can
Don't
get your...
do it. I'm sorry, I have a problem.
Name. I need your name and date of birth.
Denise, you're getting aroused.
I know.
But the thing is, for me to be able to get out of here today, I need your name and date of birth so I can trespass you and I can go. It's
We
simple.
watch a lot of First Amendment audits.
Yeah.
Great.
Can you do a favor for us? Can you contact your supervisor and get him here right now?
Pop up.
I don't think you should do
Pop
this.
up.
I don't think you...
Pop up.
She hasn't done anything.
Pop up.
Fowler, you're making a mistake.
No, I'm not. Stand up.
Violating her civil rights.
Stand
She's
up, ma'am.
disabled.
How about this? Oh. How about you turn around right now? Turn around. Put your hand on your back.
How about you mind your tongue? I got some civil rights here, Fowler. I ain't done nothing. I've done nothing.
Right now. Turn around. Our legal guardian starts getting real hostile with me, so I end up detaining him, and he's telling us, he said no, F them, you ain't giving them your ID or nothing, you ain't giving them your date of birth, nothing. So, with that being said, is that still obstruction?
This video blew my mind when I first saw it, right after I got this email. I've been agitating the trustees in our HOA, and they cooked up a story, lied to the cops, and sent a rookie to our home to try and force a confrontation. The doofus deputy walked right up to us in our driveway and did his best to start a shoving match with me over nothing. In the end, I'm suing the HOA trustees over a trash meeting where they elected themselves and shut it down. Pete's been on the board of trustees for years, but he did what was in the best interest of the people that lived there. And he didn't serve the interests of the other power and money-hungry board members, which certainly made him a lot of enemies. These powerful and wealthy enemies utilized the police to try and scare Pete and ultimately get him arrested, and these dirty cops were nothing short of eager to help. In fact, it's been so bad, even one cop's got suspended. This is just a small piece from that complaint. I'm enclosing correspondence over the last 4 years regarding the visits I've been getting from PCSO. You will notice that I've had many visits, and each and every one had one thing in common. Each visit was generated by a vengeful trustee. Each time the deputies investigated, they found no credible evidence to substantiate their claims. I believe one deputy, Dobbins, was reprimanded or suspended. I'm writing about my most recent visit from a PCS deputy on Saturday. And that brings us to today's video. But this just isn't one isolated incident. This is a sheriff's department marred by substantiated unethical behavior that starts all the way at the top from the sheriff. This guy.
A Pittsburgh County sheriff charged with bribery and embezzlement could be out of a job next month. News Channel 8's CJ Macklin gives us an update on his case as an election draws near.
Pittsburgh County Sheriff Christopher Morris was originally charged with embezzlement and bribery in a vehicle scheme. According to the affidavit, Morris had his Polaris utility vehicle in September of 2023 in a warranty repair. After that warranty repair, an odometer read 404 miles. In January of 2024, that same UTV reportedly only had 22 miles. 13 days later, after he sold the vehicle, the affidavit says the odometer read 280 miles, and in February of this year, it was observed to have 695 miles. As a result, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation calls it clear forgery. District Attorney Jack Thorpe told me over the phone that the original case has now been amended. Sheriff Morris was arraigned yesterday and suspended with pay, but more charges have been added. He now has 2 charges of bribery, one which the DA believes to be probable cause that did not involve an ATV, but did involve a body shop. I reached out to Morris and his attorney, but have yet to hear back. But Morris did post on Facebook. This has only been a one-sided story, and we have not got to tell our side. I have done nothing wrong, and it's now time, more than ever, to campaign hard. The sheriff has pleaded not guilty. I also spoke with the Pittsburgh Board of County Commissioners because, according to the affidavit, they filed the removal of the sheriff and suspension. One is already in the process.
It wasn't our call to say he's guilty or innocent. We was just handed all the stack of evidence. Being keepers of the county, that's what our job was, to move it on and have it looked at, whatever it took to get to the bottom of it. And if he's innocent, then that's fine. Everybody needs to leave him alone. And if he's not, then, you know, that the courts will decide that.
According to D.A. Thorpe, a decision on the sheriff's removal is scheduled for July 22nd. The 2 counts of bribery and embezzlement are all separate cases, and that the preliminary hearing is scheduled for August. Morris faces felony charges in 2 of the cases. OSBI assisted throughout this process after District 18's District Attorney Chuck Sullivan recused it because it involved someone that works for the state, and then it was sent to the Attorney General. Earlier today, the conflict prosecutor of this case gave me a statement on all of Morris's cases. At this point, the sheriff is presumed innocent. We intend to handle this matter before a court of law.
Now, DA Thorpe also noted that it's not normal to remove a state officer, but the process is standard for anyone under these circumstances.
Now, when this homeowner and trustee member reaches out to me, saying that he's putting the screws to the other crooked, connected, and wealthy members, and in turn, they're utilizing the police force as their own private intimidation army, you might think to yourself, well, that's a bit of a stretch. But is it, when their sheriff has been arrested and also indicted for bribery? Quid pro quo, this for that, exchanging favors for money. And then it all starts to fall into place. One honest guy that doesn't care about money tries to take down some very dishonest people that only care about money. And at some point, those bribes pay off, and these deputies start acting just like their sheriff. Pete plans on suing the HOA, the Pittsburgh County Sheriff's Office, and Deputy Fowler of the Pittsburgh County Sheriff's Office, who you see in this video. And I'm telling you one thing, I cannot wait to help them, and I feel like a trip to this department is in order. So without further ado, let's jump into the video.
Is this where Denise lives?
No.
Does she live right
Yes,
here?
sir.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you.
Actually, I go knock on that second white door right there.
That's probably her sitting right there.
Yeah, that might be.
Denise,
Yes,
how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm here. It's another busy day.
All right. Pete,
Yeah.
could you turn off the fan so I can hear the gentleman for me?
What has brought your well-armed person here today?
Well, has anything happened today or yesterday over on Erie?
North Erie?
Mm-hmm.
South Erie.
Well, north.
North Erie. Okay.
Anything happen
Not that I know of.
particularly with Miss Denise?
No,
Nothing
Not
at all?
that I know of.
Okay. Well, I've got video that says otherwise.
Well, I'd like to hear about that because
So,
she was with me all day.
so like I said, I don't know if it was yesterday or today. I just,
haven't been over there
but
today.
there is video proof of it. Okay. The gentleman that owns it lives out of state. It's a Airbnb residence, so he's renting it out. People are over there, and he has video. He's got one of them cell cameras, so it automatically sends it to his phone.
Yeah. We understand how it works.
and-
But we haven't been over there.
Court, he actually gave the name, green golf cart. I mean,
Well, there's several of them in here.
well,
Yeah.
is there several Denise Downs?
Nope.
Okay, okay. So he actually provided with that name and your address.
And what happened?
Okay.
Yeah, what
So
happened?
basically, there was some kind of a verbal dispute. I don't know. It's just an argument, basically. Nothing got physical or nothing. But here, the people that are living there are not. They haven't called in yet or nothing. Okay. But the property owner doesn't want you back over there.
Okay,
You're
Okay.
getting trespassed after having not been there or
Been
done
there.
anything.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Well,
here.
he's
You need
got
to hear. I know you're here to balance everything. You're a
Yes.
peace
Right.
officer. She hasn't been over there.
do
I don't know
you
who
happen to
this-
have your ID on you by chance? So I can
Don't
get your,
do it. Fucking.
No.
I'm sorry. I have a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
She hasn't been there.
Okay.
If she'd been there, then here's
Here's-
your ID, officer.
here's
she
the
hasn't
thing.
been there.
I need her name and date of birth so I
Yeah,
can
you
put
don't
it
know
on
that
the
either.
trespassing
You don't know that
log.
either. She hadn't been there.
So I
Sorry.
can put it on the
You didn't see
trespassing
it?
log.
Well, see the video.
Okay. Well, guess what?
We have a problem.
Here's the issue with that.
She hasn't been there.
Here's-
I don't know who. You
here's-
haven't identified who this person is.
Actually, I'm actually need to speak with her because this is who I'm
Well, you're
trespassing.
speaking to me with.
Okay. But here's the thing: if she fails to provide me with that, that's an actual charge. That's a jailable offense called obstruction. So,
We have some problems.
so
Yeah.
I need your name and date of birth, or you're going to go to jail for obstruction. I'm not going to ask you again.
Let's de-escalate.
De-escalate.
I've been trying to. Y'all have been escalating. I need your name and date of birth.
We started
Right
out
now.
with, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Because
do.
she hasn't been there.
Okay.
She can account for her whereabouts.
I need your name and date of
She
birth.
hasn't been there.
I haven't been
Okay.
there.
Go ahead and hop up then.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead and hop
This
up.
is
Nope.
going-
Nope. And if you try to interfere,
This-
you'll go to jail too. You understand?
Would you like to get some more information?
I don't need to.
For your report?
I don't need to.
I think I know what's going on here. I think I know what's going on here. And if you don't want to know about it, that's fine.
Are you going to provide me with your ID, ma'am?
It's up to him. He's basically my
Can you give us a
guardian.
few seconds?
Do you not have your own ID?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then
Okay.
why are you not providing it?
We're community activists.
Okay.
We have a problem with the trustees.
Okay.
Yes.
I have as recently as yesterday contacted Sheriff Morris about what's going on
Okay.
down there.
Well, right now
She hasn't been on
he's not
South Erie.
he's
She hasn't
he's
been on
he's
South
not he's not
Erie.
acting sheriff right now. Okay. So
Well, I don't care about
that's
that either.
I mean
just
that's
said
not
I
going to help nothing.
contacted him.
Look,
But
I
it's
need
the
your name.
trustees.
I need your name and date of birth.
Denise, you're getting aroused
I know.
Okay.
for something that you didn't do.
I know.
Well,
She hasn't been on.
listen.
Call Sean.
If y'all don't like that, she can take it up elsewhere. But the thing is, for me to be able to get out of here today, I need your name and date of birth so I can trespass you and I can go. It's that
We
simple.
watch a lot of First Amendment
Amendment,
audits.
yeah.
Now,
Great.
Can you do
I-
a favor for us?
Amendment
Can you
4.
contact your supervisor and
Yes.
get him here right fucking now?
My supervisor's not going to come out today.
We need a
The
supervisor.
supervisor.
Okay, I'll tell you what
Before
then.
anybody gets arrested. Now, if you want to detain her, you just say that she'll sit right here. She's not going anywhere. We'll sit right
my
here. I'll
pen.
turn the fan on. We can calm down.
Listen.
Listen, Fowler. We got a say in this.
Okay.
She hasn't been on North
over
or
there.
South Erie. We need a
I'm telling you right
supervisor
now.
here. She's getting
Y'all
aroused.
are not going to get a supervisor. Okay? You're not. Hop up. Come on. Hop up.
You got his phone going?
It won't.
Hop up.
It's dead.
Come on.
The
Hop up.
battery's dead.
Hop up.
I don't think you should do
Hop
this.
up.
I don't think you.
Hop up.
She hasn't done anything.
Hop up.
Fowler, you're making a mistake.
No, I'm not. Stand up.
Violating her civil rights.
Stand
She's
up, ma'am.
disabled. Please
Get the
don't
phone
hurt
going.
her. It's dead.
Okay. Look.
The battery's dead, Dee.
Slide your shoe on that.
You're getting misled by someone. She hasn't been on North or South Erie.
I can't
She's
get this.
disabled.
Go ahead. Slide your shoe on.
Denise, have you been on North or South Erie?
I have
All
no.
right. Denise, will you walk right out here with me? If you need your cane.
You're making a
shit,
major
my
mistake,
glasses.
Fowler. She hasn't been there. I
you
don't know
need
who
your
this
cane.
person is. She has whoever it is that.
I don't need to speak with you, sir. I need to speak with her. Okay?
I need to see that freaking video, Fowler.
How about this? How about you turn around right now? Turn around. Put your hand on
How
your back.
about you mind your tongue? I got some civil rights here,
sure,
Fowler.
sure.
I ain't
Start
done
talking
nothing.
Above.
I've done
Turn around,
nothing.
right now.
Got videos.
Turn around. Right now, you are being detained
No.
due to your attitude.
Talk to him,
Okay.
buddy.
Fowler, you're making a big mistake.
By detaining you?
You
No, I'm
get
not.
white. You get white out here. Those are way too tight. Can you film this?
Hey,
Film it for
Dave,
us,
how about-
please.
Can you get your camera up and film
how about
this?
come over here for
We
me.
didn't do anything.
Come over here for me.
We've done nothing. Dave, can you film this? We haven't done anything.
Ambulance is already en route. He's got it covered.
I can't.
Sheriff's Office
Fowler,
14,
you're making a big mistake.
Mr. Bronco.
Fowler, you're making a big mistake.
Not this time. Hey, look here.
Nobody's done a thing.
Do me a favor.
Where's White at?
I need you to sit down here so I can talk to you.
Okay.
Okay? Like I said, as of right now, you are just detained.
I'm not resisting.
Okay.
This is awful,
Can you-
awful
Okay.
tight.
Turn around real quick.
My camera's not running. I'm not recording anything.
Okay.
Battery's
Well,
dead.
Mine is, okay? So, if you would kind of lean over just a little bit.
I can explain everything.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm going to give you the opportunity to.
Okay,
But
thanks.
I needed to separate things for a minute.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I understand more than you think.
Okay. That's about as loose as I can make it right now, okay?
It's awful tight, Fowler. It's awful tight for a 70-year-old guy that
Well,
has nothing in his
The
hands.
thing is, if I go any looser,
Fowler, I've never been arrested in my life.
Okay.
In my life, I've never been arrested.
I never said that you're arrested.
Okay, when you're ready.
Listen,
Okay.
Will you hop up in here for me?
Yes.
Okay. Please. Okay.
They're awful tight, Fowler.
Okay. This is just going to take just a second. Not right now. If you'll just hang out right there for me. Okay.
I pissed somebody off.
All right. Listen.
Okay.
Okay. Thing is, the property owner wants our trespass.
I'm gonna get the call. I'm gonna get the call number before he leaves.
Okay.
I'm gonna get everything.
Okay. But listen.
Okay.
I'm trying to get her name and date of birth. Okay. I'm trying to keep from having to take her to jail. Trying to keep from having to take you to jail. But we've been up and down, up and down, up and down.
Did you see the video?
And
okay, I'm sorry.
And that's all I'm trying to do to be able to get gone. Okay. Why is that an issue?
She's never been on North Erie today, or yesterday, or the day before, or I'd have been with her.
Okay. So
as soon as it's my turn, let me know.
But so I was needing to speak with her. I didn't need you amping things up.
Well, I'm her legal guardian. She's 70 years old. Okay. She has multiple sclerosis. She's disabled.
Okay, but I didn't need
You're
you.
strong arm.
I didn't need you.
I need to intervene, Fowler. Now you let me know when it's my turn.
I did not need you
okay.
to raise your voice and get all
I have to stand up for her. Okay. And I'll be glad to tell you why as soon as it's my turn.
Speak for me.
Okay. I've been elected trustee here twice.
Okay.
We've managed to piss more than a few people off.
Okay.
I don't know who the person is that said she was on North Erie. There's at least 3 golf carts in here that look like hers. I don't think she was on North or South Erie. In fact, Carol, the lady that lives on South Erie, she's a friend of ours. I fixed her mower. We're well known here, Fowler.
Okay.
We know everybody here. Okay. Almost. We've lived here for 25 years, and we've managed to piss off a few people. And if you talk to the sheriff, former sheriff,
okay,
or Deputy White, he can tell you we filed complaints here.
Deputy White.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know that individual. Sorry.
No, I don't know how long he's been here, but I've talked to him a couple of times. He was at our homeowners meeting 8 weeks ago, and he saw what went on. In the meantime, I've lodged complaints with the county commissioner and the sheriff's
office. If I was any 2 ambulances.
Okay.
And the county attorney regarding an illegal meeting. Okay.
Okay.
And I've put all 3 of the trustees here on notice. Okay. There's nothing more that a lot of people would like that live here other than to see Denise or me or both of us get thrown in jail. What they would really like is to see me tell you to go fuck yourself and then have you pull your baton out and cave my skull in. I've pissed off a lot of people here.
Well, that's not
I don't know why you're here, but it doesn't have anything to do with Denise. If she went down North Erie, she would have been on the street, turned around on the cul-de-sac. Go look. She would never pull into somebody's property and do anything.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying she pulled into their property. I know
she can drive down the street.
I get that. Okay. I do. But the thing is, the people that are there,
she wasn't on her property.
Okay.
She can go on a public street. Okay. It's a public road.
All right. Well, like I said.
Did you see the video?
Like I said, I was trying to speak with Denise. Okay. Didn't need to escalate. I did not want to have to put anybody in handcuffs. But like I said, you're just detained. I'm not. But I was trying to de-escalate the situation. And by separating everything for right now, this is the best de-escalation.
I'm well known here, Fowler. Okay. You can talk. I mowed this kid's yard yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. I fixed that guy's mower across the street. I've known these guys for years. You can ask anybody that lives a mile here. Pete? Denise? It's
right.
No, they wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't trespass. They wouldn't. There's no way they're going to. These people are all wondering, what the hell's going on? It's not like, oh yeah, Pete and Denise are always fucking with somebody. No, they're not. I've been elected trustee here twice. Like I said, I pissed off a lot of people. Apparently, somebody that lives on North or South Erie said something that just simply isn't true. But as far as Denise entering or exiting their property, no. And we're not going to issue a criminal trespass to somebody that hasn't been on somebody else's property. If you got the video, drag it up, Fowler. Let's go. You want to lock me up?
Just hang tight for me. I never said I'm
Did you get a supervisor? How about White? He knows me. I've talked to him.
Hey, we don't have a Deputy White.
He lied?
We don't have a Deputy White though. I mean, we really truly don't. So, the Deputy White, I don't know where that name come from, sir.
That's what name was on his shirt.
Deputy White.
He was at the hospital 2 weeks ago.
See, we don't have anybody from Pittsburgh County that's Deputy White.
He was at the hospital 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I talked to him.
I know. I'm
on their camera down there. They got cameras all over the place.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm just saying. I don't know a Deputy White. I just don't. And so just hang tight for me for just a second. You got an issue. I said I have an issue. So I'm up here to trespass a lady from property up here in Arrowhead Estates. The property owner lives in Michigan. It's an Airbnb. He's got video of her basically getting into a 201 with the current people that are staying there. I come to do a trespass, just to trespass from the property like what he wants. And her, I guess, legal guardian, she's 70-something years old, her legal guardian starts getting real hostile with me. So I end up detaining him, and he's telling us, he said no, F them, you ain't giving them your ID or nothing, you ain't giving them your date of birth, nothing. So with that being said, is that still obstruction? I mean, okay, because that's, yep. Well, so they're over at their house right now. I guess this happened either yesterday or the day before. And literally, that's all I was doing. I just went over here and just say, hey, just stop. Well, he's swearing up and down she was never over there. He gets real hostile with me, just being a complete ass. So, of course, he's requesting supervisor, and he's watching all these First Amendment stuff. So, no, they're not. I've got their names. I don't have their date of birth. Okay. Well, that's kind of why but it's just, like I said, I was doing this to de-escalate for a minute. I just brought him over here to the truck so I could sit down and talk to him. So. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that'll work. Okay, that'll work, thanks. Hey, man.
Getting played for a chump, Fowler.
Well, listen, hey, I just got a phone with my supervisor. Okay? All right. So, we are not trying to arrest anybody. I mean, we're really not. We're trying to keep this as civil as we possibly could.
Can you loosen these cuffs?
I'm actually fixing
for a 70-year-old guy.
Hey, I'm actually fixing
way too tight.
I'm actually fixing to take you out.
Thank you.
Okay. But hey, listen.
I've never been arrested in my life. Okay. I've never been questioned.
All right. Okay.
In regards to anything that I had anything to do with. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Denise, 70 years old. She has multiple sclerosis. You got sent here because we politically pissed somebody off. and they sent you out here, and their objective in filing a false police report, Fowler, and taking advantage of it, was to get us to resist so that you could rough us up and cause us to have a big... We haven't been on North Erie or South Erie.
Well, hey, so like I said, I just got off the phone with my supervisor.
The sooner you get these cuffs off, the better. I'm getting that video. I see the camera flashing. I got my own camera. My camera is dead. I don't need it. Yours is running, and I'm going to get the call number, and I'm going to find out and get. And if there's a video and you saw it, I'm going to find that out too. Have you talked to the complainant?
Yes, I did.
Personally?
Yes, I actually talked to him on the phone.
Okay, and they saw something on video that was hundreds of miles away, and she's got one of several different golf carts. It hasn't been on North Erie.
Okay.
Neither one of us.
So, can I talk so I can get you out of those cuffs?
Please.
Okay. So like I said, I just got off the phone with my immediate supervisor, okay? He said, look, he said, since we're not wanting to provide IDs, you know, he said this is a whole lot better. We're going to go this way instead of taking anybody to jail, okay? We're not going to take nobody to jail, all right? But this is what he told me to do, and both of y'all just stay with that property. You're both just trespassing from that property, okay? And
Fowler,
I'm not getting date of births.
You haven't been uncivil or undecent with us, and I don't mean to be rude, but Jesus, Fowler, you haven't even told us where the fuck the place is, North or South Erie. You don't even know.
Actually, I did tell you too.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
You couldn't it's all on video. You couldn't differentiate between North or South Erie. First question
you
asked
me North or South, and I pulled up the address I had wrote down here, and I said
and didn't
North.
tell me. It's all on video,
North.
Fowler.
Okay.
Let's get these cuffs off and let's get the thing going on.
So, like I said, 262 North Erie. I know, but he was just, it was really, really good hostile.
I don't know who those people are.
Slap little.
Haven't been there on their property.
Okay. All right, to make this...
a half-inch wrench in my phone, please.
Oh, okay, hold on. So, to make this a little bit more comfortable for you.
You got your camera on? I want you to see how tight these 70-year-old guy, never been arrested. I want you to see what Fowler did.
Would you like to get these off?
Right fucking now, Fowler.
All right, then calm down for a second. My gosh.
Calm down as soon as you get the key in the lock. I'll calm down.
The key's in there. So, just stop, all right?
You fucked up, you fucko.
Okay. So, roll your wrist up just like this.
Look what he did. For trespassing a place we've never been.
All right. Here's your phone.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
They used you, Fowler.
Okay.
They wanted you to rough me up and get me to resist,
okay,
so you could throw me in jail.
Are you going to jail?
This is a political thing.
Okay.
Well, only because I'm calm and objective, and because you made a phone call.
Okay.
I asked for a supervisor. You did the right thing, Fowler.
Okay.
Don't start making decisions based on what people tell you on what they've seen on a video camera 300 miles away. Jesus H. Christ, don't give him a fucking thing.
Shit.
No ID, fucking...
Stop.
I'm not.
So, I explained to him versus taking anybody to jail, okay? Just both of y'all stay away from 262 North Erie, okay?
You haven't been there.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Then that's
I don't even know what it is.
That's gonna be easy. All right.
It's probably that great
Cool.
place on the corner. Haven't been there.
Okay. You're welcome. Yes, sir.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
I had a young lady come over and tell me that I was supposed to be picked up for cleaning up her yard.
Okay.
I had an officer come over, Officer Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He came over there, and I was wondering if there's any kind of results that's come from that, because I'm very disturbed about it. She's writing on Facebook and deteriorating my character, and I did nothing wrong. She gave me permission to clean up her yard.
Okay. Has she contacted anybody about it?
She contacted the sheriff.
Okay.
And like I said, it was Sheriff Brown.
Okay.
He came out here and he was about ready to take me in, and I had no confrontation with her other than when he came over. Before that, I inquired to her about cleaning the place up.
Okay.
She said, "Go ahead." So I did, and I took an old truck away and trashed it.
Okay. What did Deputy Brown end up doing? Did
He just took my statement.
Okay.
And I don't know what's gone from there.
Okay. Well, so since he's already working it, I will inform him of kind of what you're telling me. Okay.
Because I'd really like to know, do I need to go into the sheriff's office Monday and find out? Because this has really got me upset. And she, like I say, she's putting on Facebook a lot of things that are very disturbing.
Okay. I will tell him and see if he wants to call you here in a little bit. And
okay.
All right.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I think he's got my number.
Yeah, he does.
David Wheeler. I know he's got that on there.
Yeah. All right,
Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, obviously, the supervisor the Deputy Fowler called either wasn't on the payroll or wanted to have no part in these illegal shenanigans. He told Deputy Fowler to let the man out of handcuffs and to leave both of these citizens alone, since they'd broken absolutely no laws. And that was too much for this rookie Deputy Fowler to handle. Imagine that. Deputy Fowler was real excited to violate someone's rights and rough up an elderly handicapped woman. And then he doesn't get to. I bet cops hate when that happens. Just ruin all their fun. But unlike the supervisor, I would venture to say that Deputy Fowler is probably on the rich people's payroll. And it must be good money, because 4 other deputies had went there and one was suspended. And that still didn't stop him. The only thing worse than a dirty cop is a dirty cop on someone's payroll. Stay tuned for updates and we'll let you know how this whole thing shakes out. And until next time, that's the reason I stopped you today. Pittsburgh County Sheriff's Department in Oklahoma, you're under the microscope. I can't wait to visit.